So, anybody's game. We saw Sentinels go for trying to pick their opponent's weakness into NRG. They tried that Lotus. It did not work. They got absolutely rocked.
They're old and smoked. It's a trepidatious beginning for this split map here between Leviatán and Sentinels. Little dog trailblazer, follow up. Sacy got to vacate. Nade pushing him back as well, but oh my goodness. Gets out with his life and a kill with Tacolilla going down. Could open things up, but did he expect Oswald to be here? The answer is yes. They know the position's compromised. What a beautiful beginning.
It's a risky reclear from dephh. He was alone with the spike, but he gets a great angle there and takes down Nozwa.
Trailblazer's caught.
That's another player just completely isolated.
Shyy close corner here. Picking him apart at the seams. Left up to Mazino. But Sentinels taking the pistol. Any sort of mistakes that could be happening. Opening needs to be found. Zekken is the one to claim it. Wall propped up, nade into the corner. A lot of pressure being applied. Now Mazino's got to get value. Finds it. Zekken falling, but he is being swarmed. kiNgg. Lovely job. Still pANcada. That's through the wall. Spike's got to go down now. It's all up to Taco. Can he be the hero for them, or does he just want to save the rifle in a 1v3?
Bringing back on smokes here seems like a great idea.
Vacuumed up Sentinels. Eager now to try and take a potential fight here. You can see all the Viper walls and smokes in their way. Trailblazer up close. Double satchel into heaven. Zekken. He's got it.
Great shot.
Kill found.
It does leave the Phantom in a retrievable position.
Still just being picked apart, aren't they? Completely unaware of where these players could be waiting. Lovely trade. dephh making sure that Oswald doesn't get away with too much. Left up to Mazino. Rifle, money to buy. Wants to see what he can do.
And everyone's got enough money here, so Mazino would probably have more benefit out of trying to take guns out of the hands.
Fight being taken. Lovely reset. Just of the aim momentarily. Does claim two, but early though. Mazino holding down that heaven position, and kiNgg could be a real difference maker in this spot. Has to break that though. That was going to spot him out. Right at his feet. A bit of random spam. Showstopper into the corner. Just about dodged. kiNgg pushing forwards, but he does survive on 59, and he wants a little bit more in the Viper's orb. Oh my goodness.
But he hasn't quite found the timing here, and dephh has dropped back off. Oh, that flash though. That seems to indicate he hasn't anticipated a repush. And there's a repush in B main as well.
Yeah.
They should have great indication that this is heading towards A right now, thanks to where kiNgg and Taco are positioned. And it might set Nozwa up very nicely. He's on an angle where he can get the first kill potentially and throw a nade.
So it comes down to this. Flash just to push them back. There's about 30 seconds left. Sen trying not to make any noise, but no one's watching the angle. Now you're going to be walking straight into the grinder that is Leviatán. And all that mid-round information, Josh, that you were talking about earlier. The flash, Taco pushing out B main. Lets them set it up.
Yeah, it's
Slam
wonderful.
dunk into the round.
There's only 12 seconds left here for Sacy in a 1v4. It's not doable.
Left.
And it's exactly that, Bren. It's Leviatán taking space in other places. kiNgg pushing down. What a ballsy play by kiNgg.
Yeah.
He looked like he was going to get killed by the showstopper. And it gets used as
30
a
seconds
smoke.
left.
Yeah, slow up to the side is a little bit unusual. Wall to try and cross. High-low setup. Spam onto the angle. Mazino spray transfer. It's immaculate.
One enemy remaining.
And the reset of the aim. This guy is so calm. He's got the full support of his team. Left up to Sacy. But an instantaneous trade. Seeing those fundamentals really push or pull into any other spaces after finding that out. But they have grouped up in mid now, just waiting for presumably these smokes to drop down. There's a nade, there's a flash. What else going to be accompanying it? Well, Nozwa none the wiser. Maybe even a slow orb accompanying that. I'm not too sure, but either way, kill claimed, kill found.
He got completely trapped in mail there. And I think at this point, deph's getting a great read. Oh, kiNgg with another repush down.
But this has been watched for. It's being watched for. Sacy was aware.
30 seconds left.
How does he not win that?
I mean, kiNgg just sometimes pulls these moments out, doesn't he?
And now the pace has to be injected, but it's Leviatán who are ready for it. Zekken. A little bit of whiffage there. The satchel's not quite finding it.
He still gets one.
Still gets the one though, but the angle's watched and time's running low. Taco, Scotty operator. His team swarming the surrounding areas. It's up to heroics at this point. And pANcada, last player standing. Not for much longer. little bit uncertain of how they wanted to play this one. Flash straight through the walls, though.
I just think the A ramp position is such a good early round kind of piece of map control to take if you're Sentinels. And you can go back and re-clear mid if you like, or you can try and pivot through ropes. I mean, what would Taco do here if they did decide to go vent to mid? He's in a bit of a weird spot.
It's quite interesting. We'll see if he can get his way out of there. Spraying him. Sentinels trying to lock down that A ramp position.
I have the spike.
They've met their match, though. So many of them.
Or they decide to refight them on ramps.
Blinded.
And there's something there that Sentinels have to deal with and adapt to. Stopper can shut this down. There's only 25 seconds left. And he still has full utility, full ultimate.
Time might be the biggest enemy. He needs to be some sort of coverage. TenZ, he's good for it. Finds the first kill, but now that showstopper, it's going to be a thorn in their sides. You just can't quite play onto the side. Time's running so damn low, Sentinels. You need to make the moves you need to get onto the side. And they are just finding it so damn difficult. No more time to plant. Left down to death, but probably not much longer for this round, eh?
Thinking there.
But now we see it. Pace injected into it. Showstopper over the top. Sails over the head.
That's kiNgg dodging a showstopper again.
Yeah, but he survives it, but doesn't survive the nade. I mean, just walking into that one.
Yeah, I don't know how that happens. I was all ready to praise him, but...
And this could be a bit of chaos. How is Sen approaching it? So far an advantage found, but they haven't been too eager to jump straight into the midst of these defensive setups. A bit of running gun, zekken. Weapon not too good. How does he get that? Kill found, instant trade, Noswa. He pushes forwards. But they found the site, and that's going to be the Viper's Pit laid down along with the plant.
Very difficult retake here. These are sometimes the kind of rounds where Leviatán will save, but it doesn't make any sense at round 11.
Feels a little bit all over the place. Mazino looking forwards. deph's been caught, not playing within the pit. It's going to be the casualty in the middle of all of this. Jumping down, TenZ. With Noswa being found, there was no trade in sight. Taco aimed for the shot, but this is an almost impossible retake. And look at this, Mazino. Just scurrying around that Viper's Pit, looking for anything at all. In and out, a bit of spam maybe with the Phantom, but he just can't connect onto any targets. There's Sacy. Pit's down. There was time, but TenZ contains, and up to Taco. Dash to disengage, he's going to be met. TenZ wants to hunt for this one, and he's found him.
Straight into kiNgg.
And this is so damn difficult. And there it is. Low enough. The shorty does the job, just trying to wade right into it, and none of the util has been cleaned up yet. dephh! A bit of a miracle moment from him. He stepped up. 3 kills in it. Tap at a spike, needs to reload, doesn't have any bullets, but now time's running low. He's got nothing else to work for him. Seekers pushed back around the corner, 11 health to his name. Could this be it? A bit of a miracle for the IGL.
He would have to ace.
He's got the most to do. Him versus the world is what it feels like. Doubled up, one drop down, Taco spotted it. Positions there. Crosshair placement's good for one still. Finds it. Look at a wrist. And it is good util in his hands. Finds it, a target, and that's the ace.
Just gonna try and contact through.
No, there's no time wasted really, is there? Look at that already. Straight into the sight. A bit of spam with the frenzies.
6 and 0.
That's right into the smoke. Taco falls. And look at that. Once more. Talk about Leviatán not wasting any time off of that one. That's Sentinels taking up that space with the dog, but this flank is going to be met. Right up.
Yeah, very, very far back post-plant positions from Noswa and from Mazino.
He needs to be the difference maker, though. 4 players watching. There's a wall in his face. He has a satchel to get over it. Comes down to those timings, though. And does he dare take it? 4 players now walking, waiting onto the side, looking to take the fight. kiNgg! Spraying him down from every single angle. It's run and gun that gets the job done. Zekken's still alive, still. Position, planted into the back, naded to the back. zekken has to try and readjust, but it's too much to do, even for him. As well, looks like it might be explosive. Dash enabled, satchel through, already straight past the choke point. Ned's going to be bouncing back. It's all about timing, and guess what? No one ready to return, but eventually there with the better rifles. Spike. Well, grabbed in the middle of all of that one. Clean movement, but massive advantage found for Sen.
A great response by TenZ there.
Toxin screen down.
Not only does he move away from mid in order to pick up 2. Whoa, what's going on there, though? He knew that they broke the wall. That's just as I was singing his praises for how well he adapted to that initial push. Very questionable decision-making there at the minute mark. That's actually opened the door for left.
It's 124 damage from the Phantom there. Light armor, keeping him healthy, and look at this reposition.
I've got your
this
trail.
ramp control. There's the Seekers, finally at play. Alerting them, giving them knowledge, knowing at least that there's going to be two of them, and they are being pincered. It's all about that timing. Where's the trade? It's not there. Timing from
One
kiNgg.
enemy remaining.
Down to the 1v1. pANcada, he's been good for it in the past. Head to be found. Does he have anything? Snakebite at his feet, 65 health. Everything counted against him. And kiNgg, well, he's got all the time in the world. A tap of it, a jump spot. Knows he's not on it. Immaculate stuff, pANcada. All the time in the world being wasted, and it's just heartbreak. Consolation prize with the kill at the end, but the round is going to be Lev's.
You've heard some of the NRG of all time. He has a star that can go down on the spike, and assuming everybody else dies, he's still going to be a bit of a threat.
And it needs to be time injected into this one. Bit of spam, seeing if they can find a kill onto the Viper would be beautiful for them. TenZ is cleaned up. Shorty right into it, wading into it. But it's just being matched pound for pound with the gunfire. Desperation from dephh. Hunting, searching.
Hit down makes that retake almost impossible, and it's not like Sentinels. Another 140 tap on the Shyy. And kiNgg responds. That's gonna kill.
Trailblazer watching, but look at that, already the players in position. The common angle spammed. Has to be respected. Nade at the back, it's all up to zekken. Rebounded, dropped down. But the nade's bad, it actually fell back onto him. Has to try and anchor this position, but it looks like it has sort of a little bit of chaos. Position gain, but the spike's rotating around, and it is a good read. Sen already shoring up the defenses to B site.
What a read from dephh.
Expecting this one, the pivot play to be happening, but kills happening all over the bloody place. Slow up missing, comes down into hell. TenZ not watching the angle. 22 seconds remain, but it's just out of zekken. Last one left, and he's all the way on the A site. No intention of taking this fight.
And once more,
Changing, making sure that trying to find the right solution, I suppose, on a lot of these.
this is going to be a lot of pressure into pANcada here. He's got to read it. It's going to be a showstopper push.
And he just backs away. It's a pull being used. Lovely shot by TenZ. Still taking a fight. Up close. There's... Okay, Wall was out on his hands for but a moment. Flash play with the re-peek. Maybe with a better gun. Could have made something happen, but it's the ADS that does the work. Damage is done. 2 players left standing. Wall to block it off. TenZ against the corner. Patience. You gotta be kidding me. And none the wiser. Still a fight being taken. It's a slight advantage. Sacy up close and personal. Anything to deal with
30
kiNgg.
seconds left.
Moves forwards. Crosshair placement's good.
Plays here though. A judge in the hands of TenZ.
And it's fast. Into the face of TenZ. He can't get anything done. Judge is good in those instances, but look at that tackle. Answers back the Blade Storm. The trading is immaculate.
And what a change of tempo.
Yep.
After running slow round after slow round, Leviatán just shunt it in.
Completely unexpected. Completely unexpected, yet still. Sen not giving up. Heaven position was held for. There's a late lurk. Mazino trying to take up that position once more into B Heaven. The spike's still not being planted, though. Sight isn't entirely there. Sentinels entirely grouped up. Look at them in CT. Nade to try and deny against the... Just against the default block there. Doesn't actually find anything.
And Mazino's in another amazing post-plant spot. The
Flash! Coverage! It's all there in time, but the players alone need to be finding this one okay. It's Smoke, so difficult to get through. Oh, and a drop down. It gives zekken a perfect timing. Angles watched for. Showstopper at the feet. Finally a kill claim. No -8 in sight.
Really well done there, and TenZ has walled B Heaven as a reaction to all of that happening in A main. So that really stops any kind of pivot that Noswa could have gone for. A 2v4. Leviatán have won some disadvantaged situations, but I think Sentinels should have given themselves enough of a buffer here.
Yeah, in fact, I mean, Sentinels are showing a lot of respect here. They've given up map control. Playing back screens, back elbow, given all of the B site. They didn't want to try and fight to hold on to the position, even though the spike was dropped down there.
I think this is really safe. I like it.
Very safe.
But also, these are the kind of rounds where Leviatán just like to save. It helps bolster their economy. If Mazino died, he'd be in a bit of a rough spot. You know, Taco's not got very many credits to his name either. So we're going to see a really close map here to start out.
Yeah.
And maybe
10 seconds left.
Maybe that's not exactly a great thing for Sentinels fans, considering we're going into Leviatán's favorite Ascent and then Pearl after this. Maybe Sentinels would be hoping for a little bit more of a decisive victory. Map 1 have way more impact than Sacy's in mid.
Have to try and play off this now, though. Seekers, they all group up into elbow and they all get beamed down. An important fight taken. With Noswa falling, it's going to be the threatening nature there of that flank potentially being there still. Do they expect Tacolilla? Oh my goodness. Up close and personal, just trying to stay alive at the flower pots. He gets the 1 kill. Sen, time is running low. Out in the open, surely doesn't get it if he goes. Jumping around. But the Viper's Pit, it's in their face. And this can be difficult. Shyy assails from every avenue, every angle. Kill found is starting to tick down and down. Snake bites at his feet. pANcada, it's desperation. It's running time, and there's just not time. Watch for, I think they were aware that the mid lurk could be happening, but now we see it pop through. No time. Seekers nade through, but the Leviatán players are already through. Damage done. There's a snake bite. And that's actually there.
That's dropped the spike too.
And how do you reclaim this one? 15 seconds left. It's all about this. Finding that cross map there. Mazino falls.
That's massive. It means there's going to be no pull on the spike. In theory, this retake should be a lot easier. 5v3. It's only Taco that could be a danger. He's over by screens. Shyy got value from this position before. It wasn't cleared well by Sentinels.
Got to make sure the fundamentals are clean here now from Sen as they're trying to get into this retake. They have that player advantage.
Surely they clear this.
Sure, okay, Shorty round the corner. That'll do the job. Now just try and taking good fights here. 2 players left. Standing, kiNgg. Can't give him too much. Instantaneous with it. Lovely swing timing there by TenZ. Walking forwards. It's a 3-1-1 default, but now you're starting to see it. Pace. Nade against the back. Taco up close, up top, but he's dealt with. Rifles. Good for the job at hand. Sentinels beaming him down before they can even get close.
2 Brazilian players able to play together, setting up a crossfire and destroying the duelists from LATAM.
Yeah, that's the impetus of your comp there if you're Leviatán. The players that are really trying to take the space fast.
I mean, also, the spike is so far away. Even though Shyy and kiNgg have taken some reactive control of A Heaven, this spike has got to go the long way around.
Flash re-clear. Good from Sen. They now know that A Heaven is compromised.
But you can see the way the Sentinels are playing here is just for a full 5v3 retake. Yeah. They are happy for this spike to go down.
Can't use that yet.
And the only problem here is that kiNgg is actually in quite a nice backstab spot. Sentinels, so far, you know, their adjustment to read these post-plant positionings has been good. But do they find kiNgg?
They don't want to give anything away. Cosmic Divide splits it up. dephh. There's a timing kill! It's not claimed! Mazino as well in the middle of all of that. TenZ was found, and there was no trade in sight. Flash round the side. It's getting dangerous. It's getting more than dangerous. Ring around the rosies, but elbow. It's watched for. Contain kiNgg. Last one standing, sticking all the way through, and it's Sen bringing it to the distance. Jumping into OT. Map number 1 here. Leviatán versus Sen. First blood going to be claimed. That's Shyy. Zekken falling. And so good throughout this map. It's an unusual one. Usual mistake from him.
They've actually posted Taco with an operator. Glass cannon all the way down mid. It lets them stack 3 on A.
And this is just fast. Straight away. Senna not wasting any time through. There's a flashes are immaculate. And how do you salvage it? It's dephh and pANcada. How do they do it? Lining all the way up. pANcada though. Oh my goodness. In a 1v2. Spike picked up.
No health.
And this is so damn hard.
He has a lot of time to work with. I think the best play here is to try and find a pick before you get the spike down.
But he doesn't know what angles are watched for. There's 45 seconds in the round to make the most of it.
And look at the positioning of Leviatán. They're holding very safe angles. And at the tap noise, pANcada now gives away his positioning.
Plant's going down. Cosmic Divide was available. He did enough with the plant there. Drop down though. Does he notice? Smoke splits up the site. It's all about the timing. And look at that. Cutting across with the dash. And a bit of run and gun. Stray bullet finding the cranium. Leviatán. Seconds left. And it is getting tense. Crossfire setup. Flash to the side there. No pressure being applied, but Heaven's going to be gained. Angles. Watch! Taco wins the fight. Dashing across onto the side. Unusual positioning. And the spray down doesn't find it. Nos was there, satchelled into the back, and he cleans it up. And it's just 2 against the world. Spike down, the post plans have been so good, and it's looking so damn difficult.
Yeah, this looks almost impossible here. TenZ is worried to even be able to pick up a Phantom because people have been playing aggressive in screens the whole time.
And it's all about how you can find a kill, but back not being watched. Sacy's removed. TenZ, an operator and a dream. So much to do. First one found, but not the second. That's Leviatán claiming map number 1. That's the setup. Dash is enabled here. Straight forwards, and look at this. Do they want to try and fight them straight up close and personal into hell? It's a deep smoke. They have to be expecting this. Dead fight called and taken.
What a play!
Transfer through with the frenzy, and that's shut that down in but an instant.
And instantly, this reflag from Sacy is going to pick up Shyy. Completely crushed the catwalk pick. Mazino and Nozwa, they were out of this round. They used the drone and the smokes, threw a paranoia, and you know, everything they did was just to try and help their teammates get into a winning position. That got crushed by dephh within the first 5 seconds.
Yeah.
It is so strange watching dephh sometimes because he really can hit some highs. And yet his performance thus far this year, this match excluded, has been very low. So getting big moments like that out of him, and like the ace that we saw on Split, it's going to add a lot to Sentinels.
Certainly important. Double swing attempts, but nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The shot darts will find you, and a pistol round for Sentinels.
No flash peek out market or CT against that. It allows them a complete post plant. And once more, Mazino playing those funky late backstab positions like we saw from him constantly on Split.
Util being pumped in, but the damage, it's being done. dephh is low, and they are worried by that reflank. Having to watch that smoke. All the players up close and personal. kiNgg going down, though. It's a good one. Tap onto the head. It's difficult. Try and wade through this one onto lane. Time starting to run so low.
And here comes Mazino.
Being watched for. Good kill for Sacy. dephh at second finding it, and it's down to Shyy. The double peek, the double swing, and that's a round found. The bonus round converted. Sentinel's going to be more than happy with that.
What a fantastic...
Hunter's Fury expended. It's going to be used here onto this round. Shots. Times between them. Dash forwards. pANcada's trying to take the fight there. And he's gone down and out. dephh moving forwards. He's so damn low, though. It's an instant trade. And there is pressure applied. Second. Using the drone. Spots them walking out. A bit of a refight being taken. This is so scrappy.
It really is.
How has it come down to this?
Shy's trade was good, but it's put him weak. And Nozwa just trying to walk forwards, hoping that nobody on Sentinels would be bold enough to peek.
Left it down to Shyy. He's got that Vandal rifle gained. But he's not going to be given an easy kill. Zekken just peeking. Spots it out, gets the info, and plays safe.
Sacy's job this round so far has just been to stop any kind of pivot or lurk play over towards A. He's only now just joining Zekken on the B site. Shyy still with 30 seconds to play with. But it would be
30 seconds
bold
left
to try and cross mid here with such weak health.
Gone out. Really too short where they're playing, but 20 seconds left. His health being the biggest enemy, and look at Zekken. He's holding into the back of the side again, that 150 secondary. Drops down. That's going to be the immediate response, and Zekken, of course. Lambo? Yep, there it is. And a re-swing. Beautiful trap play. Love to see it.
It's great stuff. And this is what's been missing so far from Sentinels. That feel that they have those coordinated plays that they can rely on, and people are comfortable in their spots.
Shot missed. Bit of a jiggle there to see the reposition, but smoke now. Drop down. 2 smokes, in fact. This is precarious in the world in instances.
Absolutely.
Nope, this fight is about to be taken. Paranoia flash. Sacy feels a bit uncomfortable there, but another flash as well to push back these players away from this A split. Nade at his feet. dephh is so out of position there. There needs to be an answer. It's all Leviatán. Pushing forward. Zekken, the anchoring is more than good. Out the smoke, tries to reset. pANcada's got his back. Will fall, but returns the fire. Shyy.
Last player standing.
Walking forwards, just down to TenZ now.
Dash Prime could certainly get one and get out.
Can't use it now, though. Drops down. So dangerous. Flick of the wrist, not finding it. That's Lev winning it. But the gun disadvantage there.
Yeah, that...
pANcada does have his own lockdown that he could use, but Time is going to be bought off this. No one can break the lockdown.
And you got to be a little bit worried that there could be some post-plant aggression here. Yeah, that's just to clear out any of the heaven angles. Our paranoia now not a tool for the retake.
They drop down. Being spotted there. Sacy swinging from the door. This fight's being taken. They don't even want to use this lockdown in this fight. They just want to take the fight straight up. Rifle v rifle. Still need to deal with this one though. The hell position of Mazino. Last alive. Can't quite get the angle. A successful retake.
And those were rare on split.
The shock darts have not been finding their mark. The alarm bot's been up every single round.
It is a bit of a problem for Leviatán, isn't it? But at the same time, these A splits,
protocols, man.
Yeah, there's nothing.
There's nothing there to contain that when these A splits come through. I mean, Steph and Sacy, they just fall over like that.
It's really missing.
Yeah, TenZ is trying to hunt for something here. Over peeking maybe. Any angle. Tagged up. Spam from below. There's a lockdown being used up close.
In a 3v5.
Over the top. I think he only had one knife there and still finds the kill, and that's going to get a refresh on it. Swings round.
Lockdown broken.
Damage done, and yeah, lockdown broken. 2v3. Shyy holding it down in tree, and, well, pANcada again. Forced to back away. Not even able to get out with it. Yeah, happy to do so. All the way through. Dart over the top. No one to deal with it. Zekken was fully blinded up. Flash in his face. Paranoia on top of it. The sight's going to be gained.
What a great execute.
Seeing that coordination flex now. Leviatán's so good at it when it comes to these big sight pops. Okay, that's B main control that Mazino loves to try and late lurk in that position. Sacy's good to claim that kill. Flash into the back. TenZ fight. It's Hellfall with the rifle. Does he spot kiNgg? No on the minimap. Gets to get the kill. Okay, down to just Taco. Dash. The disengage to the side. The players are weak. Trying to duck and weave around. Tried to read the TP. He knew he caught it onto Mazino. Dash active. Angle held and tag. Okay, TenZ. I mean, that one easily enough. There was a flash over the top as well to accompany it, just to try and alleviate some of that pressure. And kiNgg is alone. Drone paranoia clears it back, reclaiming that mid space. He's alone. Do they really want to try and take a fight here, dephh? Can't get traded. It's too wide. Noz was watching. TenZ is there though. He gets out, but he's being pressured. This lurk through on Shyy. Angle's not there. Can't flick it up, and it is so damn odd.
Not really a fan of how they played that. Sacy used his paranoia way before they were ready to fight as well. Now Mazino's on a mad lurk. And this positioning from Mazino could cripple any attempts for Sentinels. If Sacy finds this kill, though...
Zekken's just not aware, is he?
No way. Oh my goodness.
2v1. Smoke's online, missed the paranoia, but he's going to dip. TP straight away, but 8 bullets left.
They don't know.
They don't know where he is. Drops down.
Oh, they will.
Yeah, on the defuse, and there was positions there, and it's a common spam angle. Over the top, there's the dart, dash forwards as well. Watch forward, there's a lot of space gained there by TenZ, but he's alone. His team trying to deal with this one, but now 4 players trying to walk their way in. The right click's doing work, and it has ground them to a halt. Jumping around the corner though, the return fire is nice.
And they're flooding.
But a call to flood, yep, straight back into it. Don't want to give up too much of the site. 3v3. When's that util coming back online? 15 seconds for the knife there of kiNgg. They're worried about that in B main.
They're cautious, but they're just holding it.
Bit of a reclear now as well. Look at them moving together.
They were so fast to get into the site that there's still a lot of time on the spike here.
Moving up towards lane though, a bit of spam into the corner. Sacy can't play that angle. Drop down to 11 health. util coming online. Look at that. The dart and the knife together. No choice but to break it. It's up to Zekken. 1v1. 3 kills so far. Can he make it 4? Lit up like a Christmas tree, and he knows he's got time. Running round, does he have it? The circle retreating. Nozra sticking. Not enough.
He's in mid.
Yeah. Guardian in the hands of TenZ here. Steps out though.
And it's such a shallow peek from TenZ, trying not to expose too much of his body, but puts his head perfectly in the crosshair of Tacolilla.
It's going to make it that much more difficult, I think, to see a bonus round conversion. for Sentinels when you're missing your jet player.
And just looking at the scoreboard, you wouldn't really understand why we were talking about Sacy and dephh not doing what they had to do, but take a look at how kiNgg and Mazino play this if there is catwalk pressure that comes through. This may still end in a B split, however.
It's
zekken with the
Sentinels,
spike.
yeah, walking their way towards mid. The alarm bot was broken. Still these angles. Look at Taco. It's too good for it, man. Too good.
Flash.
That pressure's applied.
Sacy
Flash
definitely.
30
replay.
seconds
Yeah,
left.
I mean, walking backwards into the wall, and they're just too aware. Leviatán expecting this, expecting the contact re-clears. Can anything be made of this? Last one with a feet, trying to get themselves into the side here, but there is one player waiting for them right at the back. It's Nozwa. Time running low, 12 seconds, dropping down. Spamming the Odin, dropping right click!
That's a free gun!
Is that? Paranoia in the face of pANcada. Run and gun does it. Spike plant will get a bit of extra money.
How do kiNgg and Nozwa play against this pressure? The recon dart could catch Nozwa here. He's in the middle of his drone.
Set up the A split, it looks like. It's a fragment nade. dephh can't push up off of this one. Hunter's Fury making his way across to try and clear through into the sides. Got to try and scale up through here. The door's still wide open, by the way.
He's attacking
Kill. Common position.
and Taco's destroyed.
Yeah.
Hero rifle dropped down, unrecoverable. Oh,
Watching it for better moments.
Mazino might go for it anyway.
Flash at the feet. Anyone to deal with this one? Oh my goodness, TenZ is being swarmed.
Surely this does not fall to pieces here.
Where's the coverage? Where's the angle? Sacy's dropped to 1 health. It's a disaster right now.
As soon as Sentinels tried to play more quickly, all of their coordination fell apart.
Oh no.
Oh, what
Spike
is
down
going on
mid.
here? These are not the rounds that you can throw away. Sentinels had it in their pocket. They could have got up to 11 so easily.
What's the answer? Luckily, the dephs are the players there with all those rifles are at the bottom of mid. Hard to reclaim if you are Lev. But his one and done position by kiNgg could get so much work done. Sen, you're in a scenario. You're going to be trying to contact in, look for picks. Look to see if anybody will peek you. Dark close doesn't clear this. kiNgg could get so much done. Shots rattled! 1, 2, 3, eventually finding it. Mazino TP right into the back of the site. Still. Smart from pANcada. 27 seconds left. Lockdown in his hands, placed down. And maybe some time can be bought. Wants to try and get this plan down. Fight taken! Nostra wins it. Wow.
That's that there's anybody over at Catwalk. He's going to use his fragment grenade and they'll all try and focus A main. There it is. There's the nade.
Yep. KO's popped off. Instant trade though, but Mazino's good to get one, considering how low he was. Taco. Not the greatest weaponry in the world. He was hoping for his knives there. Still spraying it down, and it feels like Sentinels just have no momentum.
I can't use that.
Quite get into the site. Util expended now with 40 seconds left in his contact plays. Knives in the hands. Taco. Demonic. Sacy does well to put him down there, but Nozwa returns. Now they're running all the way back. Shyy, he's like, oh my goodness, I've left up the site. Got to run all the way back.
30 seconds
Sacy, TVing into the back of the site. He can't get the kills. And where's the trades? zekken eventually finding his way onto the site, but it's a 2v4, and they still have to deal with Nozwa. Perfect peak timing. Fully blinded up. Over the top. Oh my goodness. It's a jump scare. Valorant's a horror game. This one. Bit of concern there. Potential push through the smoke. They're just barely getting into the side. Time running so low. There's about 11 seconds left. Gotta start to make a move. And they just can't quite deal with the back of the site. Beaming him down. pANcada. Shots found, but no one needs to... Okay, gotta hold this one. No time. And a flood in there from Lev. Deals with it. Ready and waiting. Waits for the util. Flash is catching him. Spray down. Only getting the one. Sacy's good to trade it. Hunter's Fury in their face. TenZ. He's dodging. Duking out as he get out of there. And 5 health to his name. In a 4 position now into tree. That's a lockdown being used. Nades lining up. Straight across. Do they have anything else to deal with this? Damage done, but the lineup's slightly off, so the lockdown's going to be going off here. Positioning given up. Kills being found as well as it's all Sen just trying to evacuate. Shot missed. Taco not accurate. TenZ weak enough that anything could happen, and they're just spraying them all down. Let's get out. With 19 health and a kill.
Sacy using a smoke for heaven instead of using that one way over towards the door that's now been broken means an easier entry for Leviatán.
They want to flood into this one. Dart. What's time being used? Paranoia close. And up close and personal is how Sacy likes it. 3 in a round for him, still alive, still kicking in a lockdown. Positions forced, an unfavorable fight though when he's falling there. Nevertheless, it's a 2v4. As long as Sentinels are clean with it, shouldn't be leaving too many gaps in the play. Enough for them to bring it to 11 to result. It gives them a lot of info just now that they know that his hit's coming through. Into hell, coming in a position. Mazino's still there, and pushing through. Immaculate. Mazino's still not dealt with, he's on 6 health. And still laying waste to the site. You cannot approach it. Anchoring in his position, he's abandoned his comrade, dropped to his knees, but TPs to a free site. Plant's gonna go down onto B.
Tragic for dephh, but all he'll be wishing for is that his team wins it. Sacy taking a duel against a turret. He doesn't have enough health for that.
And how do you win this? Sacy low, 2v3.
The Brazilian pair have just got to hit the shots.
Mazino almost going down to a turret of his own. Spammable angles, but Sen don't want to give anything away. It's the double setup. Anchoring at the back.
Time is ticking.
Time is ticking. Smokes in their face make it hard. The Nanoswarm on top of that one, but they've gained control of lane, dropping down. Timing missed. pANcada moves across, spam down. Time is everything, ducking below the shots, running forwards. And time not on the side of Leviatán is the name of the game once more. Knife up top. Attacker pushed away. Dart in his face, blinded up, dashing forwards. It's chaos. It's anyone's play. But TenZ is left alone. He's isolated out of the fight there. Good util being used, but a pop flash play. It caught onto him. It's a team flash, and yet still the kill is not theirs.
Scrappy Valorant for sure here, reminiscent of what we saw on Split. Leviatán at Masters tournaments have occasionally been incredible in these scrappy moments, but it's actually Sacy making the play once more.
Slowed it down, watch for Mazino. He's got the angle, he's got the crosshair placement, and he's got the damage. Left down to 3. Sen, you can feel it, a little bit of overheat maybe. This was their time, and maybe it still is. Warbang kill. Shyy's dealt with at the back of the site, swing through from kiNgg, the spike's down, dropped out in the open. Spamming the wall, that angle, Mazino trades!
2v1.
It's up to zekken. Jump spotted.
Still
but he's out of there.
Seconds.
Yep.
If zekken plays this one slowly and quietly, he's very likely to spread apart the defenders. But
I love this.
They're sticking together, and it looks like he might have a free entrance into the B
left.
site. He's got to be concerned.
The running bait. Straight away through. It's going to be a free site for him. The gamble taken. Could have been somebody lurking at the back of it.
He has a dart online too, but the only way he really wins this is by relocating.
And it has to be aggressive. It needs to be favored.
This is so aggressive.
Wide out in the open. Surely this is traded. No way! The map secured, and zekken is the man to
Here, pushing into Shyy on the back.
It's almost necessary. pANcada hoping to timing this, maybe get a kill. He's stunned up. Any help inside? Not quite. He's his own man, stunned up, doesn't matter, still swinging through. Now with a, okay, bit of an orb in their face. Leviatán trying to find this one, they're winning this one out, surely. Weak enough in the end, and a clean enough retake.
It's a double reflank coming through.
High tide cascade, there's so much to deal with. It's all about how you hold this one now, up close. dephh claims that first kill now. And how do you deal with this on the flank? pANcada trying to stay alive. Flash in his face, anti, a bit of a misplay. Team flash, it's still the kills claimed. And this is really turning up the heat still. dephh contains, maneuvering his way around the back. That's 4 kills. Knows what the last one left. Not even playing for the ace. No greed in sight, they just want to keep the guns. It's a fast pop, okay, no command. It's gonna be used to try and hit this site straight up through the smoke. Oh, TenZ, none the wiser. He's spotted out there, he will fall. So 3 alive now for Sentinels to try and hold on.
That is not a great push through the wall there at all. It's left him in a 3v5.
It will have to be a bit of a miracle moment. Pushing forwards, taking space, taking names as well. Very aggressive by dephh. Backing away, just trying to make it as hard as possible for Leviatán to try and get themselves into the site, but a dash across. It's Tacker with the up. Not the best weapon for the situation at hand, yet still He makes the most of it.
And the plant spot's not good.
It's not good. Taps right round the corner. Kills need to be one, and they are one indeed. Sticking all the way. And it's just not planted for him.
zekken actually denies the operating
Engage, 30 seconds left.
30 seconds
Here comes the Viper's Pit.
But at least TenZ is playing his life here and going with death to try and control art.
Spammed.
Yeah, just trying to take an angle that he has no need to again.
Everyone's playing offside.
I mean, dephh has got a lovely lurk timing here, though, and it's going to take Leviatán a lot of effort to get through Sacy's pit.
Everyone's playing offside, just trying to spam through. K damage, a pit goes down because they have to play off here, but now they're at risk, really, of just getting stopped. It's all about this flank timing. It's chaotic, it's pandemonium at its best, and still, it has to come down to this. So much on the line, the flank, the spray, it's so damn labored, but it's all up to him, and they know his position. Sticking it without a worry in the world. And LevJ just contain it. Really forwards, and it's just spamming a common angle. Gets out of his life as well. Discipline is there, and the first kill going away with Sacy down. What's the adjustment?
So here's where I'm thinking dephh saves his ult for the post plan. Defender Killjoy goes down, they can all fall off site. But if dephh decides to rip his ultimate, then it's going to stop Mazino and kiNgg from using their walls. And here it is.
Yeah.
Post plant null command. And that's going to take so much time off the clock. Oh, look at this, kiNgg. kiNgg is walking away from the ult so that he can keep this Viper wall up.
Yep. Just so that they have one level of the smokes, and now the burst of that null command going to be fading away. It all comes down to a bit of spam. The turret, okay, body blocking the Trailblazer. Not ideal time. Still running low. And now you see that cove. kiNgg sticking it, spamming it down. Need to break it all the way through. No one's dealing with kiNgg, and he just sticks it through.
It's a nice
Here, but you're going to be walking straight into
30
Tacolilla
seconds
and
left.
Mazino.
To be honest, the time is so low. Mazino might just try to rip this reckoning and fight them as they get the plant down.
Pop the ult. Updraft towards the side there. TenZ trying to take a cheeky fight onto the heaven position. Push forward. How is Mazino getting that?
And how's he getting one out of it?
Yep. Traded. There for the plant, though. It's going to be going off, but again, it's not a good position. It's tucked against that default box.
He has one knife.
Everyone has to try and play this one aggressively if you're Sentinels. You can't give up the site too easily. One thing to say that, another thing to do. Comes down to these fights that need to be taken. Flash through, off to the side, smoke in their faces. Repositioned by dephh could be quite good. Jumping through, needs to find a fight, and the crossfire is good. More than good. The fact that they're up against the weaker by plant. Dog to the side. Yeah, this is where it really does get scrappy. Moving forwards, doesn't matter that you got the guns, doesn't matter you got the rifles. Because Lev have stacked it already and waiting. Moving forward, second with two. Good for that, but still, start of TenZ. Tapping it through. Viper's Pit, reckoning in his face. Needs to win this fight, and when it he does, an exchange of a rifle. Few more bullets to work with, but just the right moment. Impeccable timing for kiNgg. An end to this entire push.
He has knives, though, and dephh, if he uses the null command, it's going to get taken away.
Taken away, just down to the Sheriff. Angle. Patience, patience, patience pays off! 2 kills, rifle gain, a bit of an upgrade, and what is that? Sprays them down,
Enemy remaining.
and they just cannot withstand it.
Almost over to Art, might catch Taco.
Yeah, he is separated. Oh my goodness. The drone missed. Drone missed.
They're not fighting it enough. They've gone for a compromise where they just kind of stand on site and slowly die.
And picked apart from every particular angle. Zeno, happy to oblige, happy to help him out. And TenZ wants to take a fight. Flashed up. What? What is that?
Oh, those are ones you really can't afford to lose. It does get traded, but it puts them at a player disadvantage still.
Oh, dephh. He's going for an aggressive play. And he's just giving away everything, man. They're just spammed. Common angles, watch for, all down to zekken. With the most to do.
Take flight.
How do you manage this? Drone being used, taps through, sticking all the way through. Is it enough to try and break it? Not quite. And Taco gets away with it. That's but them taking mid is a new element to it. And really pushing deep. They've okay, offered a bit of a kill there.
The first pick is great. If pANcada can find something else over here.
Backing away.
Yeah, it decides to just play back and watch for any post-plant aggression.
It's because they've lost that mid control. They pinged it out and they're watching for it. Possibly through water and this fight. Look at this. Being taken.
They've got an aggressive post-plant setup that's going to decide so much, and then kiNgg also on a
These
backstab.
kills. It's all about these kills. A bit of spam through, right through the window, jump peeking. Right click's doing a decent amount of work there. 40 health for Nosworth. Forward position. Is he going to be traded? Is he going to be dealt with? The answer is yes. Inside the pit, I don't think kiNgg's got anything for this one because, yeah, no util in his hands.
This is not that TenZ is playing there anyway.
Just impossible to anyway. Reckoning skirting its way across the site there. Going to be using the pull in response to a lot of this. Just try and slow down again the push attempt. And back hall's control is still going to be held for now by Sen. Dashing right forwards into them. Pop flash play! Lovely by pANcada to contain. The second's out in the open. He's removed.
pANcada got a second here and he's still in back halls.
And this is anyone's game still. Slight angle. Oh my goodness, spraying it down, moving forwards. That's Mazino.
And now pANcada's stuck. He could be pushed from any angle here.
On timing.
I love this
Gives up the
decisive
space.
reposition.
The repeat, his crosshair placement's not on it. Doesn't
TenZ
suspect it.
TenZ is miles away. I mean, he was opping on A.
So hard to play against. Crossfire setup.
His intuition says that they're both playing in A main here. He's going to make a small clear of these areas.
At a common enough angles, but the more he does it, the more time is going to be bled off. Onto the clock. Smoke's available. How does he play it? Sticking it through. It's a double swing. No gaps in the play. Hoping for something, anything. Lovely kill there. Okay.
And that's really important. And Sacy picking up kiNgg on the other side of things too. As kiNgg was just prodding forwards there. I think kiNgg's given them really good information, right? He knows that they were pushed up over towards B, so it's unlikely there's going to be a stack on A. Leviatán, after prodding there and dying to pANcada, decide to full commit.
Oh. Sacy getting caught on the flank though.
A 4v3 Sentinels with more players, worse weapons.
Look at the way Leviatán have just split up entirely. There's a timing here to be taken, but obviously Sen don't want to be rushing into this one. Every single moment matters. Flashes over the top as soon as it's tapped. That's going to be the pop flash play. Moving forwards, no one's covering it. Even everybody's blind, but it is half on the defuse. Lockdown being used, squeezing the players on the site.
Oh,
and
no.
look at this. Mazino. Oh, he's found the perfect timing.
Enemy remaining.
Slam dunk. And it's all up to dephh. The IGL just has to wait his turn. Stunned up, no time, it is halved. But with so much to do, and just not enough weaponry. 13-4.